This is a realistic conversation at police station between the police officer and a lady. Listen it carefully and improve your English speaking and listening skills. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please have a seat and take your time. I can see you seem a little stressed, so I want you to know that you are in a safe place, and I'm here to listen carefully to everything you want to report.
Thank you, officer. I apologize if I seem nervous, but the situation has been troubling me for several days, and I felt that I couldn't keep it to myself any longer, so I decided to come here and explain everything in detail.
There's no need to apologize, Miss Elena. Many people feel anxious when they visit a police station, especially when the matter is personal or disturbing, but please feel free to speak openly because the more clearly you explain the situation, the faster we can help you.
All right, I'll try my best. For almost a week now, I've noticed that someone has been following me when I leave work, and at first, I wasn't entirely sure because I thought it might just be a coincidence. However, over the past 2 days, the same person has appeared near my apartment as well, and that is when I started to feel genuinely frightened.
I understand, and that does sound extremely unsettling. Could you describe the person as clearly as possible? Any details, such as physical appearance, clothing, or behavior, can help us determine whether this is a case of harassment or simply a misunderstanding.
The person is a man, probably in his early 30s, with short dark hair and a medium build. He usually wears a gray hoodie and dark jeans, and he walks with his hands in his pockets, which makes him look as if he is trying not to attract attention. But every time I turn around, he tries to act normal, although it is obvious he is following me.
Thank you for that description. Was there any interaction between you and this man? For example, did he try to speak to you, approach you, or make any kind of threatening gesture?
No, he hasn't tried to speak to me directly, but his presence feels deliberate, almost as if he is studying my routine. Whenever I take a different path home, he appears a few minutes later, pretending to look at his phone or adjust his bag, and it feels orchestrated enough for me to believe it is intentional.
Your instincts are important, and it's good that you trusted them. Have you noticed any vehicles involved, like a motorcycle or car that appears repeatedly, or does he seem to always be on foot?
He is always on foot, as far as I can tell. I haven't seen any vehicle connected to him, although I try not to stare for too long because I don't want him to realize I'm observing him.
Understood. Sometimes people avoid eye contact because they feel unsafe, and that's completely normal. Now, has he ever followed you into your building or gotten close enough to identify which apartment you live in?
On Wednesday evening, he walked behind me up to the entrance of my apartment building, but I quickly stepped inside and closed the door before he could get any closer. He didn't try to enter the building, but he lingered outside for nearly 2 minutes before finally walking away.
That is definitely concerning. We need to take this seriously. Do you have any photographs or videos of him, even by accident? Sometimes people take photos of the street or their surroundings without realizing they've captured something helpful.
I don't have any photos of him directly, but yesterday I recorded a short video while pretending to text, hoping I could capture his face or at least his clothing. It's not very clear because I was nervous, but I think you might still be able to see something.
Yes, even partial footage can help us. Please share the video with us. We'll enhance it and check if it matches any existing records. Now, before we proceed with the formal report, I want to ask you if you have felt physically threatened at any point, or if the man attempted to enter any space where you were alone.
No, not physically threatened, but the fear of what he might do has been overwhelming. I've barely slept properly for 2 nights because I keep thinking he might try to approach me when no one else is around.
Fear itself is a legitimate reason to open an investigation, particularly when there is suspicious behavior involved. We will take the necessary steps to ensure your safety. Now, can you tell me about your normal routine, the time you usually leave work, the routes you take, and whether the man appears more often during specific hours?
I usually leave work around 6:30 p.m. Most days he appears on the street right outside my office gate, but twice I saw him near the convenience store I passed on my way home. The pattern seems to happen between 6:30 and 7:15 p.m. almost every evening this week.
That regularity suggests the person might be monitoring your schedule. Do you recognize him from your workplace, neighborhood, or any social setting?
No, he is a complete stranger to me. I've never seen him before last week, and I'm very sure I have no connection to him, which is what frightens me even more.
All right. Thank you for being so patient and giving all these details. What we will do now is file an official harassment and suspicious activity report. Afterward, we will assign officers to patrol your area during the hours you usually commute. And if possible, we'll review CCTV footage along your route.
Thank you so much. I already feel a bit relieved knowing the police will monitor the situation. I was scared that I might be overreacting, but it truly feels dangerous.
You did the right thing by coming here, Miss Alina. Reporting early can prevent situations from escalating. Do you have any friends or family members living close by who can accompany you until the case progresses?
Yes, my cousin lives 2 streets away. She told me she could walk with me in the evenings, if necessary. Although I didn't want to trouble her earlier, but now I think it might be safer.
I encourage you to accept her support. Safety in numbers is always helpful. Additionally, avoid walking alone in dark or isolated areas and keep your phone charged at all times. If you see the man again, try to enter a public space and call our emergency line immediately.
I will do that. Thank you for explaining everything so clearly and calmly. I feel much more supported now.
You're welcome, Miss Elena. Before you go, let me give you the case reference number. You can contact us anytime with updates, and we'll inform you as soon as we have more information from our investigation.
Thank you, Officer Daniel. I truly appreciate your time and help today.
It's my duty, ma'am. Please take care of yourself, and don't hesitate to reach out if you notice even the slightest change in the situation. Your safety is our priority.
Subscribe English Paper to learn English.